Hello and welcome back to my channel. And today I would like to fulfill the challenge of the month of April, that is using a deck of playing cards or a tarot deck in your session. And for that, I have created this simple document called Taroracle. And it is basically a simple oracle that relies on minor arcanas and major arcanas. For the yes and no oracle, I'm going to use the minor arcanas, and for the open-ended questions, I'm going to use the major arcanas. And the major arcanas, they can tell me a verb or subject or adjective. And as far as the system is concerned, I'm going to use E0 Mini. I already made a video about this system here in the channel, so please check this if you are not aware of this system. But in order to summarize what it is, it's a very simplistic implementation of the E0 engine, the same engine that we have on Forbidden Lands or the Walking Dead RPG. And actually, this rules light framework was made by Matt Kay, the guy who created the official solo rules for The Walking Dead and Forbidden Lands. So it's a very, very good system, very simple, and I like it a lot. One change that I have made to it is that instead of using lucky points to reroll, I'm going to use pressure. That for now it's going to work very similar to the stress mechanic that we have on the Alien RPG and on the Walking Dead RPG. Although I have other ideas in order to implement this pressure mechanic to the game, but I'm not going to test it today, maybe in a future video. For this video, I'm going to use the deck of tarot cards and E0 mini system. And for this game, I was thinking of playing some kind of sci-fi game, but I don't want this to be too much um, complicated. So I am thinking of being a bounty hunter and maybe a scavenger, maybe. And yeah, I just need to go somewhere and do some stuff. And that's it, just to make it very simple. So I can use the Oracle if I want, as I'm in doubt what I should be. So maybe I can just use the Oracle and see uh, what what I should be. Should I be a bounty hunter? And I get a no. I should not be a bounty hunter. So it means that I am a scavenger. So in E0 Mini, we have this so-called concept that should have at least two or three words that defines your character. And I will get an adjective and then I will add scavenger as well. So let's see if it works. It should be a major arcana for the adjective. And I get this one, traditional scavenger. What is it? Traditional. Um, it doesn't give me any idea. So let me try another one. The Hanged Man, sacrificial, traditional. Okay, traditional and now sacrificial. Uh, I don't see me. Maybe a religious guy. Maybe I would try religious and scavenger. I think it could work like that. Maybe I do not know what I'm going to do. This is going to be just my concept. Let's see what else. I could try to see how I look. I could say, okay, I'm just a normal guy. So nothing special about my appearance. I could say conviction. I could define one at conviction as well. Year Zero Mini is not a solo game, so it does not have too much um, tools for that. The system is really, really, really simple, but it's not made for solo. It's just made to simplify the Year Zero game. So I'm going to rely on my own Oracle in order to define these things. So for the conviction, for instance, I think I could just get a verb, and let's see if it helps me. Oh man, it's not here. That's again adjective, and I have strength. So the strength, let me check the verb for it. What is it? Overcome. Okay, overcome something. Overcome what? The chariot. Where is it? A warrior. Overcome warrior. This is my conviction. So what I think is the conviction is that I think I am a pacifist. I think I don't want to. I don't want to have war. I don't want to fight. So my conviction is that I think that strength and things like that is not the only way to solve problems. But I should have an impulse as well. So let me try to get some inspiration. And I have the full, and it says fearless. Fearless. Okay, so maybe I act most of the time without thinking about the consequences. Okay, it could help me. So a religious scavengers, that's just a normal guy. He's a pacifist as well, and he is fearless. Okay, great. So I should have an asset, something special. It could be anything. It could be a weapon. It could be a artifact. It could be whatever I want. As I am considering a sci-fi setting, I would say that maybe I could have some kind of assistant, maybe like a drone. Yeah, I would call it like a assistant uh, robot. So I imagine like a small drone that flies with him, and maybe it has some scan tools and so on. Maybe yeah, it assists him on finding stuff like old artifacts that he has been looking for, and he needs to have some gear as well. So I would say that maybe he has some kind of, I would say staff, but it is like a high-tech staff. Maybe it has a way of providing light too. I would say that he has as well some kind of survival kit that could include a lot of stuff, food, water, and maybe even some kind of first aid kit, maybe, just to help him. And I could have a third item as well. And I do not have any clue of what it could be. So I'll just leave it in blank. And as far as the attributes are concerned, I could create a character by using 10 points or even more, depending on the setting. And if I'm not wrong, 10 is the number that we should get between 10 and 16. I'm going to use maybe 12 points here, and the minimum should be 2 and the maximum should be 6, and I will apply 12 points in this character. Yeah, so he has 2 strength, 3 agility, 4 wits, and 3 empathy. So every time that I want to do something, I just roll the amount of dice and I see if the concept fits into that task, I would add +2. If the asset fits as well, another +2. If the gear fits, it is going to be a +1. So I just build my dice pool. However, I'm going to use the pressure mechanic as well, that currently is going to be exactly the same as the stress mechanic that we have on Alien and on the Walking Dead RPG. So that is my character. Let me try to bring him a name. So let me just get a card here and maybe so I'm going to just get these words here. It's going to be Hex. Okay, it's a dog's name, right? And a dinosaur name, but his name is going to be Hex. Rex, actually. Yeah, the right pronunciation would be Rex. So Rex is this guy, uh, a religious scavenger. He's a normal guy, a pacifist, and fearless as well. Great. So I'm not sure about what is going to be his mission. So probably he needs to go somewhere, I would say in a planet, and in this planet he needs to find something. And I do not need to roll or actually define everything by using an oracle. I could just try to make things very simple. I would say that maybe he heard about a special artifact, a really old artifact in an old planet, that there is no life there, or at least intelligent life there, and only ruins. And he is going to this planet in order to find these ruins and try to find old artifacts there, old stuff. I think this is a very, very simple stuff. And maybe he was sent to there just to do this first assessment by some faction maybe. And the point is that I imagine that he is arriving at this planet, and I would like to use the oracle to give me some kind of adjective to the place that we are going to land on. So let me see. I get the death, and death is transcendent. Okay, so what I imagine it is we land on a place that has these old ruins, but the architecture is very different from everything else that we have seen so far. I would say that maybe it's kind of these huge and big structures that are not like our buildings, for instance. They are different. They are like huge towers without windows, but they are abandoned for a long, long, long time. I'm going to ask the oracle, can I breathe here, or do I need to use a special suit for that? Can I breathe in this atmosphere? And the answer is no, I can't. So I'm going to put here like a space suit as my other gear that I need, because I'm going to need this in order to breathe. So maybe my robot can tell me, okay, I sense maybe some kind of energy, or maybe it can scam if I can try to find some place where I can get into this old structure. So in order to do it, I'm going to roll wits. That's going to be my attribute for searching their area in order to find an entrance. And I'm going to use my assistant as well. So it's going to be 4 die from my wits plus 2 from my robot. And as I am, my concept says that I am a scavenger, so it means that I would have at least plus 2 from my concept. And I need to have a 6. And I do have a 6. Great, so it is a success. So I could use the amount of success in order to measure how easy it was or how much time it took, but it doesn't matter right now. The only thing that matters is that after some time looking for it, I have found a way to get into these entries, into this structure. My question is the entrance opened? Is it like I can just get in, or is it blocked, or maybe even uh, uh, blocked or locked by some kind of device or something like that? Is it open? And the answer is yes, it is open because cups means yes. Cups and wands cards are yes. Okay. So it is open. So great. So we don't need to do anything. So we got into this first area. And how is it? How is this area? Emperor, authoritative. Okay. So I see this like a very big room. So it is majestic in the end. So I see this as it shows how these old civilization that used to live here, how they were very well developed and how great they were. And I do not know why they are not here anymore. It is just an old civilization and we do not know too much about them. But I can see that this is a huge room and very majestic. I will ask, is there any threat in this room? And the answer is no, there isn't. Great. So we spent some time there. My robot, it just scans the area. There is no danger here. And I assume that we can find a passage to somewhere else, right? So I will ask if I can see clearly a passage to another place. And the answer is yes, I can. Great. So as soon as I see it, I decide to move cautiously to the next room. And what is this next room? I have no clue, so let me ask. And the magician says, resourceful. So, as it is a sci-fi setting that I have been imagining, so I think it is kind of like a room full of technology, old technology, like huge computers or screens or something like that, uh, spread all over the place. And it's like alien technology for me. Would I know how to operate these things? I have no clue. So maybe I could try to roll a wits again, and maybe scavenger wouldn't help me fully here. So it would be four from my wits and just one from my concept and maybe one from my asset that could maybe help me here. And let's see if I can try to figure out a way of operating it. And unfortunately, I do not have any success. I could try to push it, but if I do, I would add one pressure to my rolls, and it's going to be this die. And if I roll a 1 here, now I'm going to have a problem. Let's see if I can try to figure out a way of uh, use this technology. And I do have now a success. Great. So after spending some time, maybe my robot, assistant robot, helped me here as well. We figure out, okay, we can operate this, but does it have enough power in order to be operated? And the answer is yes. Mm, okay, so maybe not too much power because it's really old, but we do not know what makes it work actually. Maybe it's sun energy, I do not solar energy, I do not know, but for somehow we managed to turn it on or at least something, and I have no clue what it does. So I'm going to ask, does it trigger any good thing? And the answer is no. So if it's not good, it is bad. So what is it? So let me try to get a verb. What happens? Temperance, balance. Okay. And what? The moon. Lunatic or mysterious? I would get mysterious. Okay, balance and mysterious. So what I think that happens is that we feel like an earthquake. We feel like this huge tremor and everything shakes. And I believe that the, as it's going to happen like this, maybe some stones or things like that falls on top of us, and in order to avoid damage, we would need to roll agility, like dodging. I have 3 agility, and I'm not sure if scavenger can help me on it. Definitely not. The robot maybe could detect that something is going to hit us, and maybe it could warn us. So I will add just one more die to it. But as I already pushed, I already have 1 pressure point. So let's see what happens. I'm trying to dodge, and I successfully dodge, but something bad happens. So it could be a mechanic stuff, like I could just get some kind of wound, or it could be a narrative complication. And but what I'm going to do, I think it's very, very punishing, but I'm going to do this anyway, is that my robot is affected by these one of these rumbles that come from the ceiling, and now instead of giving me +2, it's going to give me just +1 to my rolls because it's damaged. So this is actually really huge, but it is what it is. But so after this earthquake, after this shaking, I believe that something happened. So maybe I believe that something appeared on the screen, right? So what is it? What is it that we can see on the screen of this technology, of this equipment that we have turned on? The devil. So we see a demon. Okay, we see a demon, kind of a demon. Maybe we see in this screen like a figure of a creature, a demonic creature. And as I'm religious scavenger, so maybe I can see this as some kind of demonic creature. And is it something? Is it like a image from the present time? And the answer is yes, it is. So I think that this place has this creature uh, locked somewhere, and I'm not sure if I should do something here actually, because now everything that I could do maybe could release this creature, and I'm not going to. I don't want to do that. Is it awakened? Oh no, it's not. It's not awakened. So we just found this creature, this demonic creature, locked up on this facility, old facility. Does it shows a map or something like that? And no, it doesn't. So I'm a little bit lost here. I do not know what I need to do. But actually, one thing that I have been forgot that I forgot sometimes actually is that every time that I get a knight or a knave or a king, we do have some kind of events, and we have some things for each event as well. So for now, I would have like the king event. It would be something related to wealth or resource. I had a knave, and a knave would be some kind of emotions and relationships. And now I just got a knight that it says conflict or struggle. So, as I just forgot about it, but now I remembered, I would say that maybe as soon as I turn it on, this kind of computer or old technology, maybe some defense measures of the facility are activated. And I would say that maybe some kind of small robots or drones or something like that, they just uh, appear in the room that I am. Maybe some kind of alarm. Yes, maybe some kind of alarm. But in the end, I think that I need to have some kind of struggle or conflict due to the random event. So, okay, uh, I see what happens now. I see that maybe as soon as I see this creature, I panic a little bit. What kind of creature is it? I have no clue. I need to tell my superiors about it. However, alarm just starts raising, and then I see that some defenses like robots or something like that come to my direction. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to hide. Is there anything, a place where I can try to hide? I have no clue. And the answer is no, there isn't. So I would try at least to run. Am I able to run from this room? Maybe back to outside? I do not know. So I would maybe require, I would say, agility check, and there is nothing that could help me here. So it's going to be only these 3 die, but I should have my pressure die as well. And I have a success. Great. So I'm able to run. And as I run back to my ship, I would say that I believe that these robots, they would follow me. So I'm going to ask the Oracle, but I'm going to get 2 cards instead of 1. And I would say, would they come behind of me? Would they follow me? And I would say probably yes. And I do have a yes here, and this yes is a knight, and a knight means a conflict. So I would say that although I'm able to run, eventually these robots, they reach me, and I do not have any other options. I need to have some kind of conflict here. I do not have any kind of weapon. I am a pacifist, but these are just robots, so they are just going to attack me, and I need to defend myself. I don't think they are very difficult to be dealt with, but I do not know how many they are, so let me just roll a d3, and I have three robots. And in order to damage them, what I would need to do is I would have one success will destroy one robot. So, and then afterwards they will be able to attack me as well. So in order to attack with my staff, it could be agility. I would say agility. So 3 from my agility, or should I say strength? No, yeah, strength. Okay, so strength plus 2 for my staff, and I'm not sure that my robot can help me here. So only 4 die, and these stress die, or actually pressure die as well. So let me see if I can destroy at least one of them. And I couldn't. I can try to push this by adding another pressure die to it. So now I have 2. And let me try to attack them, and I couldn't once again. So what I think is that the robots, they just appear. I get my staff. I try to hit one of them, but they are really fast. I think they are flying like flying drones or something, scanning all the area. I was trying to hide myself. One of them just passed by. I tried to hit this with my staff. Maybe it hit, but it doesn't cause any damage to it. And another one just approached close to me, and I think uh, I'm not sure if this is going to attack me. So let me just ask the Oracle. I believe that it will try to attack me. It's kind of defense mechanisms of this facility. So, but let me ask, are they going to attack me? And the answer is no. Okay, so no, they are not going to attack me. So maybe not going to attack physically, not to cause damage, but maybe they could try to capture me. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a possibility. So, in order to avoid being captured by them, I need to roll successfully. I need to dodge. They are not attacks, but it's some kind of attack. So it's going to be 3 from my agility, and I have stress die, 2 stress die, and I have 1 success. But something bad happens, and as I'm going to roll, as I'm running, as I'm rolling agility, I would say that maybe I will suffer 1 harm, and it's going to reduce my dice pool in 1 die. So this is not good. This is not good. All rolls with strength and agility is going to be rolled with 1 die less. But I could. So as soon as they try to capture me, I think I jump and I hit on something, maybe on a stone outside or something like that, and it caused me harm. And now it's going to be me again, and I don't want to be captured by these robots. So once again, I'm going to attack, and I have 2 dice from my strength, but actually -1, and I have 2 from my staff, and I still have my pressure dice here, and I do not have a success. I'm going to push these once again by adding 1 more pressure dice, 1 more pressure die, and now I have a success. So one of them I can try. One of them I can destroy it. Maybe as soon as this thing tried to get me, I was able to dodge it, and maybe when I dodge it very fast, I was able to smash it with my staff against the wall or the stone, and then it is destroyed. But now the other one is going to try to capture me again, and maybe I imagine some kind of net, or maybe some kind of shock, something like that, in order to make me unconscious and capture me. But let's see. I need to dodge this, so it's going to be 3 from my agility, but I have 1 less die for it, and I have these 3 pressure die. So let's see. And I do have a success, great, but once again, I need to have some kind of complication. And what could it be? It could be some kind of related to resources. So I could lose my staff, for instance. I could have another damage, but it is not so good for me. Or it could be maybe some complication to the scene, that what I see actually is that maybe now more robots are coming, and it's now a big problem, because I cannot handle this amount of robots. So I think that I need to definitely try to flee from this place. So what I'm going to try to do now is to move, to run to my ship and try to fly away from this place. Yes, so it's going to be my agility. My agility is 3, but it's -1 from the harm, so it's going to be 2 plus these things here. I don't think that I have something else that could help me, so let's see if I can reach my ship successfully. And yes, I can. Great. So I run to my ship, and then I'm able to lock the ship. These defenses, of course, they are way smaller. They cannot harm my ship. So I just turn my ship on, and I'm able to fly away from this planet. And yeah, I found out, okay, there is something there. There is this creature And I think that eventually I'm able to report these back to my superiors, and they will decide who should come back in order to study this creature, and yeah, and whatever they would like to do. So this was my session for today, trying to use the deck of cards and Year Zero Mini as the system. I think it worked, although I forgot to use the random events from the previous face cards that I got. But in the end, I think it worked. And that's it for the challenge of this month. And I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.